Okay, now it's live.
Hey guys.
So, hi, I'm Sharvi. Welcome to the Sanskrit 101 event. So this event is going to be taught by Shrikar and Revathi auntie. So Shrikar has been learning Sanskrit for 2 years now, and he is really fascinated by the language. He's also really passionate on teaching others about it. He likes to read and bike in his free time. Alongside him will be a Mohanji Acharya, Revathi auntie, who has a PhD in Sanskrit and is a part of the Himalayan School of Traditional Languages. In this session, Shrikar and Revathi ma'am aim to give basic overview of Sanskrit, including greetings, numbers, and a little grammar. Okay, you may start.
Thanks, Sherry. Can you enable screen sharing? I'm not allowed to share my screen.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, thanks. So I'm going to be going over this little presentation with you all. Tell me if you can see this thing. Can you see the tab?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, again, hi. Thank you, Sherry, for the introduction. Welcome to Sanskrit 101, everyone. Great to have you here. So, this event is presented under the Early Birds Teens Club and the Himalayan School of Traditional Languages. Who's annotating? Who's doodling? Okay. Okay, so before I start the presentation, I would first like to say a prayer, praising Goddess Saraswati, who's the goddess of knowledge, and seeking her blessings. Saraswati namastubhyam, varade kama rupini, vidyarambham karishyami, siddhir bhavatu me sada. So this shloka translates to salutations to Devi Saraswati, who is the giver of boons and the fulfiller of wishes. O Devi, when I begin my studies, please bestow on me the capacity to rightfully understand whatever I study. So, before I start actually teaching Sanskrit, I have to go over some background info. So, the question probably comes up. What is Sanskrit? Sanskrit is the language of our ancestors. No matter who your ancestors are, they are eventually traced back to Sanskrit times. Sanskrit is also one of the oldest languages in the world. It is dated back at least 6,000 years. Sanskrit is also a very scientific and structured language. I will talk more about this in the next slide. Sanskrit is the language used in most Hindu texts, like the Vedas, the Upavedas, the Upangas, the Ramayana, and the Mahabharata. How so, you may ask? You see, in every period of time, you have a popular language in the world, one that a large majority of text is written in. In our time, it's English. During a time in which the Vedas and other religious texts were written down, it was Sanskrit. That's why all of these texts are in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is also a language used in Jain and Buddhist texts too. So, what does the literal word Sanskrit translate to in English? The word Sanskrit itself is written as Samskritam in the Sanskrit language. This is made up of two root words, Samyak and Kritam. Samyak means good, while Kritam means done. So putting the two together, it means well done. So the name Sanskrit actually praises the language itself. Pretty cool, huh? So why should I learn Sanskrit? First off, as I said a few slides ago, Sanskrit is the language of most Hindu texts, including the Vedas, and knowing this language allows you to understand all of these scriptures, thus opening a literal treasure trove of information. If you want to think of it symbolically, learning Sanskrit is like finding the key to opening the door to unlimited information from the Vedas and other texts. Even if you're not interested in learning the Vedas, Sanskrit is considered the mother of all languages. Every language, English, French, Spanish, Latin, in our modern day world has Sanskrit roots. Learning Sanskrit will help you understand almost every other language better. Sanskrit is also the best language for artificial intelligence, according to NASA. Yeah, NASA. So, in a research paper, they stated, quote, Sanskrit's grammar experts devised a method for structuring Sanskrit in a manner that is identical in form with current work in artificial intelligence. And as we all know, artificial intelligence is a very scientific and structured process. Here's continued. According to researcher James Hartzell, who was a former Harvard and Columbia University student, learning Sanskrit helps improve memory and sharpen cognitive skills, which are the skills that the brain uses to think, to read, to remember, to reason, to pay attention. So all of these vital functions of the brain are under cognitive skills, which are improved by learning Sanskrit. Sanskrit is taught in private schools all across the UK, in over 15 universities in Germany and in China. Learning Sanskrit can help bring more structure into our own thoughts and thought process. See, the brain is very impressionable or easily influenced, especially with languages. Now, since Sanskrit is such a scientific and straightforward language, the brain can start to adopt the same qualities as the language, thus becoming more scientific and straightforward. This gives us clarity and helps us better map out our thought process. Lastly, learning Sanskrit can improve our sound pronunciation, which in turn improves our speech. So I hope I've given you enough reasons as to why you should learn Sanskrit. So let's play a game. So as I said in the previous slide, Sanskrit is prevalent in almost all modern day languages, including English. So here's a little game. Guess what word comes from each Sanskrit root. On the left column, you have the Sanskrit roots, and on the right column, you have the English-derived words. Can you guess which English-derived word comes from each Sanskrit root? So, first one, matru.
Is it like mother, maybe?
Correct. It is mother. Second one, sarpa. Oh wait, shoot. You all know the answer now. It's serpent. How about nasika? Guys, please respond.
How about like it sounds like the place, but maybe nose or something?
Yep, it's nose. Naman, this is easy.
Is it mindless?
Sorry?
Mindless or something? I'm not sure.
Think nam. Nam. Yes. Name. Danta. Correct. Dental or relating to teeth. Dvara.
Is it by?
You're close. It means door.
Oh.
So dwar, door. So you can see the resemblance between the two, right? And then madhyama. Madhyam.
Medium.
Correct. Crew or cree. It's a verb. That's a hint. Come on, think. Anyone? It's a verb. Okay, it's create.
Oh.
Sharkara.
Is it like that sugar?
Yes, correct. It's sugar. And kala.
Time?
Yes, time and calendar. Time or calendar. So, before I actually start teaching Sanskrit, I need to first clarify vowels in Sanskrit. So, it's in Sanskrit is very clear with its vowels. Each vowel has only one sound. It's not like English where you can have three different A's, as in Australia. A, and A. You have three different A's. It's not like that in Sanskrit. So the vowels are a, e, u, r, r. It's like a machine gun. R, e, I, o, ow, and aha. So I've provided a table with the Sanskrit vowel, how you write it in English, and an example of that vowel in a word. Start with the first one. The vowel it pronounced an sound in English, as in the word apostrophe. The vowel pronounces an sound in English, as an as an aunt, or I'm hurt. The vowel e is written as the letter E in English, as in eat. Or I mean, you could it in a Russian accent. The vowel E pronounces a double E sound in English, as in eel or ew. The vowel U pronounces an U sound in English, as in Uber. The vowel R pronounces a R as an RI sound, as in red. The vowel A in Sanskrit is written as the letter A in English, as in ace. The vowel I is written as in the letter I in English, as in ice. So if you put an A before the I in ice, it would sound the same. The vowel O in Sanskrit is pronounced as just an O or an OH, in English as an oatmeal. The vowel OW is written and pronounced as OU in English, as an out, get out of my house. Lastly, the vowel pronounces an sound, it's the same, as an amaze. And aha, I don't think needs any explanation, it's just aha, AHA. Also, if you look here, it's common in the English transliteration script for Sanskrit to write an aha as A and capital H instead of AHA. Just whenever I write the capital H, just know that I'm referring to AHA. Then we have consonants. So for those of you who are wondering, Sanskrit does actually have its own script, its writing script. It's called the Devanagari script, but teaching that would take a very long time. So I'm using the English transliteration script because you're all familiar with English. So here are all the Sanskrit consonants. They are ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. The first one, it's written as na, but it's pronounced as nga, as an anchor. Then you have cha. Cha. Cha is written with the capital C instead of just having CHA. So cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. So it's pronounced as NYA or nya. Those of you who know Spanish, it's like putting a tilde on the N. Then you have ta. This is off the roof of your mouth. Ta, ta, da, dha, and na. So this is all bouncing off the top of the roof of your mouth. Then you have ta, tha, da, dha, na. These are normal. Then pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Then ya, ra, la, va, sha. So the capital S indicates that it's forceful. So sha. And then you have the lowercase sha, which is sha. So sha, sha, sa, ha, la. Is everyone clear with vowels and consonants? So just make sure that you know. So whenever I put a ka, I'm saying ka, and whenever I put a capital ta, it's da. So just make sure you know how each thing is pronounced, because I will be using this and the vowels throughout the whole lesson whenever I'm writing in Sanskrit. You good?
Yeah.
Great. So now it's time for the lesson. So in Sanskrit, all nouns have a gender. So they can be male, female, or neuter gender, which means neutral gender. Those of you who study Hindi, Spanish, or French, I think you must already be accustomed to noun genders. So important point to note, in this lesson, we will only be covering singular nouns, because when you have plural nouns, there are slightly different rules, which will take longer to teach. So, if a singular noun ends in aha, a capital H or AHA, it is male. So, as an example, the Sanskrit word balakaha. It ends in AHA, hence it is masculine. If a noun ends in a or e, it looks like an L, but it's an I. A or e, then it's female. So as an example, balika, so it's female. And then nadi ends in e, so it's female. Now lastly, if a noun ends in am, it is neuter gender, having a neutral gender. So as an example, pustakam ends in so it's a neuter gender noun. So it is also extremely important to note that the gender of a Sanskrit noun does not always follow the English meaning, because there's no concept of nouns having gender in English, except if you're a person. So here's an example. The Sanskrit word sthalika, it's female because it ends in a. However, it means dining plate, and dining plates are not female. Same thing with lekhani, ends in e, capital I, so it's female, but then it means pen, and pens are not female the last time I checked. So let's play another game. So name the gender, using what we've learned in the last two slides, name the gender of each noun. So, balakaha,
It's male.
correct. Lata,
Female.
Female.
correct. Chitram,
Neutral.
correct. Lekhani,
Female.
Female.
lekhakaha,
Male.
Male.
correct. You guys are good at this. Yuvati,
Female.
Female.
bhalukaha,
Male.
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 chamasaha,
Male.
Male.
dhanam,
Neutral.
Neutral.
and nidra.
Female.
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 Correct. You guys are good at this. So, just the last few more rules. So, what happened to this? Okay. There is no such thing as capitalization in Sanskrit. Everything you can say is lowercase. And this is one of my favorite things about Sanskrit. This is like a very big reason as to why I love the language so much. Sanskrit, it's scientific, so it's pronounced the way it's written. So what you write is what you say. There's no concept of writing something and saying something else. So I'll give a few examples of Western languages that follow that. Sorry in advance if you love them. In English, pneumonia is spelled with a P. So it's spelled pneumonia, but it's the P silent. In Spanish, you write a J, but you pronounce it as an H. So you write anaranjado, which means orange, and then you pronounce anaranjado. And then in French, sorry in advance, Prisha, you write bécoup and you say bécoup. So you tend to write more than you speak. Sorry again. So lastly, sentences in Sanskrit can have any structure. So Sanskrit is open to having different sentence structures. It's not only limited to one thing. So you can write a sentence any way that you want, as long as you make sure that the words themselves are correct grammatically. However, it is most common to have the noun, then the object, or as we'll study, the question word, which are who, what, when, where, why, how, and then the verb. So the most common is noun, object, verb, but you can write it any way you want as long as you're grammatically correct. So, let's learn some greetings. So, how do you ask someone, what is your name? Well, that depends on whether whoever you're asking is a male or if they're a female. If they're a male, then you ask, Bhavatah nama kim. If they are a female, then you ask, Bhavatyah nama kim. So, if you look, the Sanskrit word for your, because if you look here, nama is the same, which means name, and kim is a question word for what. So both of these are the same in the two sentences. It's just bhavatah and bhavatyah are different. So that's because bhavatah means your, when you're possessive your, when you're talking to a male, and bhavatyah is the possessive your when you're talking to a female. So again, when you're asking a male, bhavatah nama kim. If you're asking a female, bhavatyah nama kim. Now you can structure it different ways. You can say it nama bhavatah kim, kim bhavatah nama, or bhavatyah kim nama. Like that, you can switch it around. You can have any order, as long as your words are correct. So bhavatah means your when you're talking to a male. Bhavatyah means your when you're talking to a female. Nama means name, and kim is the question word for what. So my name is. So in Sanskrit, the phrase for my name is blank is mama nama, and this is where you put your name. So as an example, my name is Shrikar. Translates to mama nama Shrikar. I don't need to capitalize my thing in the transliteration script because there's no capitalization in Sanskrit. So mama means my, nama means name, and the blank is where you put your name. So if you look at it, mama nama means my name, and then blank. So let's do another activity. So first say my name is, which is mama nama, and then you put your name. Then ask someone else what their name is. Yes, you'll have to call them out. So I'll start. Oh, mama nama Shrikar. Shreya, bhavatyaha nama kim?
Mama nama Shreya. Bhavatyaha nama kim? Prisha.
Mama nama Prisha. Bhavatya nama Kim Kashi.
Mama nama Kashi. Bhavataha Anirudh.
Can you say it again?
Bhavatha Anirudh.
Bhavataha.
Oh, Bhavataha.
Yeah.
Bhavataha. Okay. Anirudh.
Mama nama Anirudh. Bhavatah nama wait. Gods. Wait, sorry. Bhavatyah nama Sharvari.
Bhavatyaha nama kim?
Oh, Kim. Sharvari.
Because then you're gonna say your name is Sharvari.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Niranjan. Niranjan. Oh dear.
So Sharvari is a female, so you use bhavatyaha, and then
Yeah.
just continue. So Anirudh, you there?
He muted himself.
Okay, so I guess I'll just ask on behalf of Anirudh. Sharvari, bhavatyaha nama kim?
Mama nama Sharvi. Bhavat, who else is left?
Revathi Andi's left.
Okay. Bhavatyaya nama Kim, Revati.
Mama nama Revathi. Bhavatyaha nama Kim Kashi.
Kashi's already gone.
That is one. Okay. Sharvari.
Sharvari's already gone. I think I'm the only person left. Oh wait, Aryan, he's still there.
Then Aryan. Okay. Mama nama Revathi. Bhavatah nama Kim Aryan.
Aryan, you left. I think.
Oh, you left. Huh. Okay, then I guess I'm the
Then
last.
I'll ask you, Shrikar.
Yeah.
Mama nama Revathi. Bhavatah nama Kim.
Mama nama Shrikar.
Mama nama Shrikaraha. Okay.
That's a bit more advanced Sanskrit though.
Shrikara.
Okay. Shrikar.
Shrikar, it's the English name. We have to pronounce it as Shrikaraha.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a Sanskrit way of Sanskrit.
So
Yeah.
in Sanskrit, the male name becomes aha also?
No. What? Male gender we use aha. Mostly the masculine gender ends with aha sound.
Mhm.
Okay. So Shrikaraha, Ramaha, Krishnaha, Unni Krishnaha. Like
Would,
Okay. So
would
on
Anirudh
the
be Aniruddhaha?
yeah,
Aniruddha.
and Sharvar. So Revati would be Revati, ending in e.
Yeah.
Sharvari would be ending in e. Prisha and Shreya would be ending in a. So Prisha, Shreya. Kashi would be ending in the long e. So Kashi.
So these are feminine.
So girls don't really have to worry because their English and Sanskrit names do sound similar. It's only the boys. We have to add aha.
Correct.
But then there are some exceptions and all. So I'm Shrikaraha and Anirudh is Aniruddhaha.
Yeah.
Okay, we good?
Nice, no?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, now when I see it, girls have their usually have their names ending in, A and I.
Yeah,
Correct.
it comes from Sanskrit. So, how are you? Also,
I'm
just
good, how
remember
are you?
your Sanskrit name. So I'm Shrikaraha, Revati is Revati, Anirudh is Aniruddhaha, Sharvari is Sharvari, Prisha is Prisha, Shreya is Shreya, and Kashi is Kashi. So I guess that'll be the name you're using for the rest of the lesson. You name. So, how do we ask someone how are you in Sanskrit? So, like with asking someone what their name is, it depends on whether you're asking a male or a female. If you're asking a male, then you say Bhavan Gatham Asti. If you're asking a female, you ask Bhavati Gatham Asti. So let's take a look at the tables. So Gatham means how, and Asti means are in this case. So there's only one difference between these two sentences, which is Bhavan and Bhavati. Gatham is the same and Asti is the same. I don't know why this got capitalized. Stupid autocorrect. So Bhavan is you when you're talking to a male person, and Bhavati is you when you're talking to a female person. So if you're using second person and you're talking to someone directly and you're saying, "Oh, you're doing this," you use Bhavan or Bhavati.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said we can reorder sentences, right? So
Yeah.
instead of saying Bhavati Katam Asti, can we say Katam Asti Bhavati?
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh wow, okay.
Any way you want. You can even say Katham Bhavati Asti. Doesn't matter as long as your words are right. As long as you use these three words.
And Asti Bhavati Katam.
Yeah, you can ask that too.
Wow.
Any way you want. So the phrase for I am, as in I am, like feeling, how to express your emotion, is aham blank and then asmi. So blank is where you put the Sanskrit feeling adjective. So here aham means I. The blank is where you put the feeling adjective, and asmi means am. So aham is I, blank, asmi, am. See, here are some Sanskrit feeling adjectives. So another great thing about Sanskrit is that if you want to express a negative emotion, you just put the positive emotion and add a na, which means no in Sanskrit. So good means samyak, bad means samyak na, which literally translates to not good. Okay is samichinam. So not okay would be samichinam na. Happy. So here it depends on whether you're a male. If you are a male, then you say kushali. This is an I, by the way. And if you're unhappy and you're a male, you say kushali na. If you're happy and you're a female, so you have to be a female to say this, you're kushalini. And if you're unhappy, kushalini na. So again, samyak means good. Samichinam means okay. Kushali is happy if you're a male. And kushali is happy if you're a female. And then to make it the negative emotion, you just add a na at the end. So if you want to say aham kushali, I am unhappy, you say aham kushali na asmi, because I'm a boy. So as a little review, let's have another activity. So first ask someone how they are. Make sure to be using bhavan if you're talking to a boy and bhavati when talking to a girl. And then when you're asked, say how you are. And then we'll continue the chain. Go around in a circle until it comes back to me. So here are the words and here are the feeling adjective. I'll start. So, Shreya, bhavati katham asti.
Aham samyak asmi.
Correct.
Kashi bhavati katam asti.
Aham samyak asmi. Prisha. Bhavat. Hold on, which one is which again?
Bhavan is when you're talking to a male. Bhavati is when you're talking to a female.
Okay. Bhavati katam asti.
Aham samyak asmi. Sarvi bhavati katham asti.
Hey, please, use something other than samyak. Hey, Sherry.
I think you're muted, Sharvari.
Sorry. Samyak asmi. Anidud bhavan katham asti.
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 Yeah, there you go.
So then, what am I supposed to say again properly? I need to say I am feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
Just blank.
Aham kusha. Is it kushal or
Kushali. It's an I.
kushali?
I don't know why Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aham kushali asmi. Shrikar. Wait. Bhavan katham asti.
Great. Aham samichinam asmi. Or aham kushali asmi. Revati. Bhavati katham asti.
अहं बहु सम्यक् अस्मि भवान् कथमस्ति
Aham samyak asmi. So bahu means very. So
Yeah.
she's saying I'm very good. Okay, great. So let's move on to a few common greetings in Sanskrit. So first off, you all must know this. Sanskrit, namaste means hi, or you can also say namaskaraha. Suprabhatam means good morning. So some of you might know the shloka Suprabhatam. The name is derived from the Sanskrit word for good morning. Shubha Sayam means good evening. This is made up of two words. Shubh, for those of you who know Hindi. Shubha means good, and Sayam means evening. So put the two together and you get good evening. Shubharatrihi. I'm sure some of you must have heard of this too. Shubha means good. Ratrihi means night. So put the two together and you get good night. Dhanyavadaha means thank you. I'm sure you must have heard of this. Krupaya means please. So please do this as krupaya. You'll say kripaya and then you ask what you want them to do. Astu means okay. As in, okay, I'll do it. Or, okay, I understand. That kind of okay. Kshamyatam means excuse me or sorry. So if you want to apologize for something, you say kshamyatam. Or if you're at the dinner table and you have to leave, you say kshamyatam or excuse me. Then chinta mastu means don't worry. So if someone does a mistake, they say sorry, they say kshamyatam, you say chinta mastu, don't worry. The English slang is it's all good. And so if you're saying you're welcome, so if someone tells you thank you, someone tells you dhanyavadaha, you want to say you're welcome. You say swagatam. But if you're also trying to say, welcome to my house, or welcome to like Disneyland or something, you say Swagatham there also. So the Swagatham is used in both scenarios. See you again is Punar Milamha. This again is two words put together. It's made up of the Punaha means again, and Milamaha means we will meet. So, see you again it translates to we will meet. So Punar Milamaha is see you again. See you soon is Shighram Milamaha. So Shighram means fast. We're running fast. Shighram. And then Milamaha means we will meet. So we will meet soon, or see you soon. So now verbs. Is everyone with me so far on all these things?
Yeah.
So I'd like to go over first what is third, second, and first person. Found a picture from Grammar that really nicely explained it. Just take a look. So third is third person, second person, first person. Just want to make sure we're clear on those topics. Okay, great. So in Sanskrit, third person and second person use the same verbs. All right, 1 second. So they are very easy to identify. So again, like with nouns, I will only be covering singular verbs because when you have plural verbs, the rules are slightly different. So in third and second person, all singular verbs end in the blank and then ti, or the blank is any vowel. So here's an example. Karoti ends in oti. So O is a vowel, and then you have ti. Any vowel is allowed here. Namati. A is a vowel, and then you have ti. Gachati. Is a vowel, and then you have ti. And then nayati. Is a vowel, and then you have ti. So karoti means he or she does, or you do. Namati means he or she prays, or you pray. Third and second person. They're both covered under this. Gachati means he or she goes, or it can also mean you go, based on what you put before. If you put Bhavan Gachati, then it means you go. Oh, then Nayati means he or she brings, or you bring. So again, if you say Bhavan Nayati, then you bring. But if you say Saha, which means he brings, it's Saha Nayati. So it's used in both third and second person. And then first person, which is again only singular. So whenever you're saying me, or it's actually kind of ironic because you're saying me, I'm doing something, it ends in me, am I. So karo me is I do, ends in am I, me. Namami, I pray, ends in me. Gachami ends in me. It means I go. Nayami, I don't know why. Stupid autocorrect. Nayami, it should be an a. It means I bring. So you see how it all ends in me. Whenever you see something ending in me, then that is in first person. It's a first person singular verb. So let's quickly go through numbers. Just a quick dash. So if you know Hindi, these will sound very familiar because the Hindi numbers are derived from the Sanskrit numbers. So A1 is ekam, 2 is dve, 3 is trini, 4 is chatvari, 5 is pancha, 6 is shat, 7 is sapta, 8 is ashta, 9 is nava, and 10 is dasha. Does anyone want to try saying all 10?
Maybe I'll try.
Go ahead.
Ekam, dve, त्रीणि, चत्वरि,
Chatvari.
चत्वारि, पञ्च, षट्, सप्त, अष्ट, नव,
Yep.
दश.
Great job, Anirudh. Anyone else want to go? Okay. So let's move on. So now I would like to formally introduce Revathi, auntie, to all of you, which I guess she's called Dr. Revathi. So Dr. Revathi is a Mohanji Acharya who has a PhD in Sanskrit, PhD, and who is a faculty member at the Himalayan School of Traditional Languages. So we will be going over an interactive story with you all. So we'll give you each Sanskrit sentence, and with each sentence we'll give the definition of every word and pictures that help you to understand what's being said in the sentence. Then it's up to you to figure out what the English translation for it is. Let's see how all of you do. So Revathi, auntie, you can start.
Yeah, thank you, Shrikar. Thank you for inviting me. Very happy to be here. Okay, we'll start.
Yeah.
The lazy boy. Okay, start.
That's the name of the story. So,
yeah, I have to start.
Yeah.
Okay. Alasaha balakaha asti. There was a alasaha means lazy. Okay. Balakaha, now you all know. Balakaha means boy. Asti is there.
So,
means alasaha balakaha asti.
So what do you think is the meaning?
Yeah. There. Anybody want to try?
I can try.
Yeah.
There was a lazy boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
Look at
close?
the picture.
But
the picture is very nice.
and what does asti mean though?
Is or was there.
So there is a lazy boy.
There. Yeah.
Okay.
Was you're killing the boy.
Saha vidyalayam na gacchati. Saha means he.
The definition.
Yeah. Vidyalayam means school. Na means not. Gacchati means not going. Okay. So this boy is very lazy and he never goes to school. He is very lazy. So he don't want to go to school. Right?
Saha karyam na karoti. So saha means he. Karyam means chores. Na means not or no. And karoti means does. So what does it mean? Yes, Prisha.
He doesn't do chores.
Correct. You don't have to raise your hand, by the way.
Sure.
Atra tatra brahmati. So atra means here, tatra means there, and brahmati means strolls. So here's the picture. Can you guess what it means?
So he basically just like walks around everywhere.
Yeah, he strolls everywhere.
So lazy.
Very nice.
Revathi auntie, you can.
Saha kridam krididum ichhati. He loves to play. Saha means he. Krididum means wanted to play. Ichhati means loves to play. Here he has mentioned saha, he. Krida means game. And krididum, he loves to play. To play. Krididum means to play. Ichhati, wants. Or he likes. Got it?
So he wants to play games.
Yeah. Saha Kridam Kridamichati. Saha Udyane Brahmaram Pashyati. Saha means he. Udyane means garden. Brahmaraha means what? Butterfly. Pashyati means he sees. Okay, once again. You can use park also. Brahmaraha means bee. So he saw a bee. He sees a bee over there. Yeah.
Next. Saha Brahmaram ahvayati.
Ahvayati.
Ahvayati. So Saha again is the pronoun for he. Brahmaraha means bee. Ahvayati means calls out. So what does this mean? Anyone?
He calls out to the bee.
Correct. Calls out the bee. Brahmaraha vadati. Aham pushparasam anayami ne kridami. So it's a bit longer of a sentence. So Brahmaraha, as we already know, is bee. Vadati is a verb for say, or so the bee says. Aham means I. Pushparasaha. Pushparasam, pushparasaha. That means nectar. Anayami means bringing. Na means no. And kridami means play. So what does this mean?
Maybe the bee saying, I can't play, I'm bringing nectar.
Correct. Good job.
Oh.
Everything on tape.
Balakaha agre gachati. Balakaha means boy. Agre means further. He moves further. Gachati. Gachati means he goes. Gachati goes. So, anyone got the meaning? Can you see?
The boy goes.
Correct. Goes on or goes further.
Saha kukkuram ahvayati. What he is doing? Saha. He calls. Ahvayati means calls. Kukkuram. Kukkuram means dog. Kukkuraha. Kukkuraha means dog. So he calls out the dog. Right?
Kukkuraha vadati. Aham yajamanasya graham rakshami. Na kridami. So kukkuraha, as we know, means dog. Vadati means says. The dog says. Aham is I. Yajamanasya is master's. And graham is house. So yajamanasya graham is master's house. Rakshami means protect. Na means no, and kridami means play. So what is the dog saying?
I had to protect my master's house so I can't play.
Correct. I'm protecting my master's house so I can't play. Balakaha tasya snehitam ahvayati. So at this point we should know balakaha means boy. Tasya is possessive for his. Snehitaha means friend. And ahvayati means calls out. So what is the boy doing now?
Calling out to his
Boy
friend.
calls out his friend.
Correct. He calls out his friend. Right.
Snehitaha vadati. Aham vidyalayam gachami na kridami. What the friend says? Snehitaha. Snehitaha means friend. Vadati says. Aham means I. Vidyalayaha. What is Vidyalayaha? It is school.
School.
Yeah, good. Gachami. Going. Go. Na. No. And Kridami. Kridami, you know, play. It is play. So what he is saying? Aham Vidyalayam gachami na Kridami. Anyone?
Go.
Yeah. His
And
friend says that he has to go to school, so he can't play.
yeah, correct.
Correct.
Good.
Isn't friend supposed to be IE and not EI?
Uh, oh yeah. Shoot. Forgot about that. Thanks. Okay.
बालकः चिन्तयति सर्वे कार्यं कुर्वन्ति अहमपि अलसः न भवामि. After seeing all these people, what he says, balakah chintayati. The boy thinks. What he thinks? Sarve karyam kurvanti. Sarve means everyone. Karyam means work, job, like that. Sarve karyam kurvanti. Kurvanti means this. Aham api. I also. Aham means I. Api means I also. Alasaha na bhavami. Alasaha means lazy. Na bhavami. I should not be lazy. Okay. Got clarity?
Yeah, so he's thinking that since everybody's doing work, he should also do something.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
realizes that after seeing everyone, they are very immense in their own work. They are doing their own job. So he realizes, oh, this should not be done like this. I should be like this.
We should do work. We should
Yeah,
not be lazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Idanim balakah alasah nasti. Saha vidyalayam gachati. So idanim means right now. Balakah means boy. Alasah lazy. Nasti means not. So saha means he. Vidyalayah means school. Gachati means goes. So can anyone tell what this means?
Right now, the boy is not lazy and he goes to school.
Correct. Sa samyak pathati kushali asti. Samyak means he. Saha means he. Samyak from our lesson before means well or good. Pathati means studies. That's the verb for study. And kushali, again from previous thing, means happy if you're a male. And asti means is. So, can anyone tell what this means?
It means that he studies well now and he's happy.
Correct. Good job, everyone.
Very good.
And that's the end. Antaha. End of the story.
End of the story. Very nice, Shrikar.
Oh, thank you. So, quiz time. How do you ask a female what her name is in Sanskrit? Anyone?
Bhavatyah nama kim?
Correct. How do you ask a male what his name is in Sanskrit?
Bhavatah namakim.
Does the phrase "my name is blank," where then blank is wherever you put your name, in Sanskrit, does it change based on your gender?
Yes.
Does the phrase "my name is" does it change based on your gender?
No.
No, wait.
Correct.
No.
How do you say "my name is blank," or how do you say "my name is" in Sanskrit?
Aham nama.
Close.
Oh.
Is it aham or is it starts with an M? My.
Mera. Oh, no, it's not that. That's in Hindi.
Sorry?
No. I was going to say mera, but that's in Hindi.
Yeah, but it starts with an M.
Mama.
Yes, there you go. Mama Nama. Continued. How do you ask a male how he is? Anyone? Okay, it's Bhavan Katham Asti. What's the most common way to structure a sentence in Sanskrit? This is you have to remember back from the beginning.
A noun, an object, and then a verb.
Correct. Wow, you have some good memory. So does the phrase I am, as in like I'm feeling, does it change based on your gender?
No.
Yes, correct. And how do you say I am or I'm feeling blank in Sanskrit?
Aham blank asmi.
Mm-hmm. Great job. So here's a little vocab quiz. What does bhavataha mean?
Your, but male.
Yeah. What does bhavati mean?
Your and female.
Very close. Is it your though?
Your. Wait.
Or is it
You.
yeah, there you go. What does nama mean?
Name.
Mm-hmm. What does aham mean?
I.
Great job. So common Sanskrit words. How do you say good morning?
Suprabhatam.
I have a feeling you're all gonna remember that now. What does kripaya mean in English?
Please.
Thank you.
It means please.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, it happened. It's happened to me before a lot. How do you say sorry or excuse me in Sanskrit?
Kshamyatam.
Mm-hmm. What does punarmilamha mean in English?
It's see you again.
Yeah, there you go. You guys are doing really good. What is 5 in Sanskrit?
Pancha.
Mm-hmm. What is dasha in English?
10.
What is dve in English?
2.
2.
And what is 7 in Sanskrit?
Sapta.
You
Sapta.
guys are acing this. Now, simple story quiz. How was the boy at the beginning of the story?
The answer in Sanskrit or
No, you can answer in English.
okay.
It was lazy.
Uh-huh. Who did he ask to play with him?
The bee. The bee, the dog, and his friend.
Mm-hmm. What did he decide to do near the end of the story?
So I said,
Go to school.
Sorry? Couldn't
Go
hear
to
you.
school and not be lazy.
Correct. And how is he at the end of the story? How's he feeling?
happy.
Happy.
Great. So you guys aced the quiz. Congrats. So for the further study of Sanskrit, wait 1 second. So if you like this lesson and you want to study Sanskrit further, I would recommend learning from the Himalayan School of Traditional Languages or from Samskrita Bharati. Both are organizations dedicated to teaching Sanskrit and making it more available in the world. So for more information, please visit at Himalayan School of Traditional Language on Facebook or www.samskritabharati.org. Any questions?
Nope.
Right, great. So that's it. Thank you from myself and Revathi.
One second, Shrikar.
Sorry?
Yeah, one second. Actually, if you are all interested in learning Sanskrit, Are you all interested to learn Sanskrit?
Sure.
Yes. Then
Yeah.
please visit the Himalayan School of Traditional Languages. There is a online learning class, means online class is starting on August 24th through Zoom. So if you are interested in studying the beginner course, you can go and search in Himalayan School of Traditional Language FB page and register for it. So you can learn it easily. Okay.
Okay.
I would really recommend learning Sanskrit. It's a
Yeah.
really nice language.
Yes.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you, dears. So happy. Shrikar, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And that's it for the presentation. So back to you, Sharvari. Once I can find the.
That's
Shoot,
why.
where did it disappear? Where's the meeting
Stop share
controls?
button.
Yeah, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Is there a way to? Oh, found it. Found it. Wait.
Okay.
When is it?
Okay. It's. There we
There
go.
we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, Shrikar and Revathi Auntie, for this wonderful session.
Thank you.
And if you guys want to join ABC Teens, you can go to the Facebook page or you can find us on Instagram and Twitter. And you can help spread the word so other people join.
Our account is at Early Birds Teens, and our website is www.earlybirdsclub.org. Take a look, and if you want to join. It's a really nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.